Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Totalist Turkey. We did it. We killed the Danubians. My God. Okay, delete your entire order. Your only job now is to push heavily against German forces in just in Germany, right? Go. As quickly as you possibly can. Move you over to here. Move these units towards Dresden. I want you going towards Leipzig. Take Berlin. Take everything. You go to Berlin. You go to Dortmund. I need you guys going, and I need to be going as aggressively as possible. I want you going up towards Berlin. What's Germany actually at? About 87%? Do we have Munich? We almost have Munich. We'll see if our allies end up sending troops over to the Italian border. I'm hoping that they do. Okay, Breslau's now fallen. If we can encircle all of these German divisions, is this the world's greatest comeback? A comeback for the ages? Okay, now Russia's looking pretty safe. They can move units to a lot of new areas. Move up towards Poisson. I don't know why Red Army's line is so freaking small here, but yeah, there we go. Can I move to deploy more units? I probably could, you know. You're not connected yet, because you are still going to take a few days. But once you are connected, we're going to be fucking golden, man. I mean, I think the Reichspakt should completely collapse this episode. Like, once supplies are up, and yeah, because now Germany's got, like, they're going to be spread out thin. These units are not encircled per se, but they're not going to be having a great time. Move your way over to Leipzig. I mean, actually, you know what? Being very aggressive is probably a bit too much. Also, don't be here. Over to Heil. Moving our units towards Berlin. I mean, we could probably... You know what, actually? Red Army. Completely take you off of this line. I'm going to move you all right here. Move over as quickly as you can. And we got night attack as well. Let's upgrade our nuclear program. Go up to serves by requirement. And next we'll do Western calendar and unit system. We're at 10% resistance, which is not too bad. Why is Iran trying to spy on me? Iran! Do you have an explanation for your activities? Because I would love to hear them. Okay, Red Army's on their way. The abolishing of the caliphate. The caliphate, the issue that will shape the future of the whole world. The Ottoman Sultan Samuel I became Caliph of Islam, successor of the Prophet after subjugating the Mamluks in 1517. By now, the heirs of the House of Osman have become the shadow of God on earth. The title radiates through the Muslim world, giving the Ottoman Empire international legitimacy and respect from Muslims around the world. The Caliph has the power to rule the Muslim religion and its fatwas. Since the artifacts of the Prophet Muhammad are stored in our capital of Ankara, no other usurper can legitimately claim the title of Caliph. However, it seems that this title is no longer respected. Politicians no longer hesitate to challenge the Caliph. Jihad proclaimed during the Naval remained almost silent, and the Arab Muslim countries decided to dismantle the seed of our once glorious and unmatched caliphate. Kemal's secret project, the hardest to reveal, was to abolish the caliphate completely and to remove all remaining references to the Ottoman Empire and the Turkish state he wanted to establish. This move would mark a major turning point in the future of our nation and the entire Muslim world. Still, the Caliph could remain a symbolic figurehead without political power, ensuring separation of the state. However, seeing how this would more than likely entirely secularize our state, the traditionalists will likely be greatly angered by it and try everything in their power to stop us from making the Ghazi's dream come true. Absolutely, we'll review. Which actually is pretty bad. It's actually, like, not good. But we'll move you. Do I have anything I can do to make you less? 40 political power? Deal traditional rebels, minus 10%? Okay, we can do that for sure. Yeah, more units go towards Berlin. Red Army, you basically have to take these 4 major cities. We have units moving their way towards Berlin. If Russia were really just to focus heavily on taking out Belarus, they'd probably win significantly faster. How's Munich, by the way? Still under control of enemy forces? Yes, we need to take these 4 cities. Kind of a necessity. At some point, the Reichspakt should collapse. '97, '93. I mean, Berlin is like 1 sliver away. Like, I can see it. I like how the American troops send volunteers and they're just hanging out on our border. Like, they're just having a nice vacation. Okay, a lot of aircraft. Deploy all of you on Red Army. You know, I realize that you actually don't have any actual objectives. Which probably would be beneficial. All of you should really be on Red Army for now. Okay, Britain, thank you for the supplies. Saudi Arabia's collapsed. I mean, that's not good. Don't get me wrong. Iraq, how many units do you have? 4 to 27. Syria's still doing okay, all things considered. Yeah, push away towards Munich. Munich is worth 30 victory points. So taking control of the city would be very, very nice indeed. Rebellion of the Anatolian Sheikh. The Sheikh and a few Mutfis are unhappy with the current secularization policy of the empire and launch an insurrection in a small town near Ankara, hoping to ignite a flame that would sooner or later become a raging fire and devour the progressive politicians responsible for the anti-religious policy of the state. These agitators managed to gather nearly 1,000 people who supported their views and formed a procession, waving the green colors of Islam. They proclaimed the restoration of the Sarara. After the mob killed 2 municipal officers and the young commander of the local garrison who tried to stop the procession from advancing further. The army dispersed the crowd and took the Sheikh and most vocal protesters prisoners. At the beginning of the event was furious. He ordered the construction of a memorial in honor of the soldier that gave his life trying to stop the insurrection and decided to punish the people in the population of the town. While some of them were sentenced to spend the next few years of their lives in prison, others were forced to pay huge fines or be placed under house arrest. Isn't so this hasn't been updated because that's based on you. How dare they, by the way? Berlin has fallen. Germany's now down to 57%. These units can now reorganize themselves. Go towards Cologne, go to Dusseldorf. Should hopefully have some more French units arriving in the area soon to help us out. Okay, and every one of those major cities has now fallen. Well, Cologne hasn't fallen yet, but will in just a second. Aachen is worth 1 victory point, so who cares? Let's have a border up towards the Dutch. Munich hasn't fallen quite yet, but we'll need it to at some point. Let's see if we can get these units actually to push their way. Just say like to Rostock for now. I think seems reasonable. Okay, Germany is now at 39%. Collapse of the Reichspakt should fire soon. Munster and Bielefeld. We'll move you up towards Wilhelmshaven. And these German units have like no supplies, which is absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy to see. How much is Magdeburg worth? 10? Congratulations, you got a new objective. Germany's now down to 37. Again, we should be nearing the collapse. And why don't you go up to Wilhelmshaven, please? You can be right down to Aachen. It's only worth 1 victory point, but still. You know, actually, these purple units. Deploy you around Munich. We can take the city. It's a very important city, so I'd love to have it. think like if any of like Frankfurt or Munich, Hamburg for sure, if any of these other major cities were to collapse, it should lead to success of our forces. Okay, Wilhelmshaven's going to fall. Munich's collapsed. Germany's now down to 30%. The fall of the Reichspakt should be soon. Because they don't have any other major powers, right? No other major powers in the Reichspakt. Go to Hamburg. How's Frankfurt doing, by the way? Could be better, but could be significantly worse. And with that, the collapse of the Reichspakt. Was Japan still at war with Germany? Two Sicily have joined the Entente. Not a big surprise. Mali has capitulated. Does that mean that... Okay, you're not at war with these guys anymore. So now it's really just a war between us and the Entente. And how shall we split the country up? Well, Japan... I mean, Japan will have basically all of this territory. Give them Singapore. I think it makes sense for Japan to take over all of this area as well. Oh, they already have the colonial possessions. And also take over the entire delegation cities. Greece, Iberia, that's Russia. Don't worry about those guys too much. Siam will have these states. I don't think I also have this island as well. Why not? Those demands have been submitted. Japan, basically, you just take over the rat. Whatever other territory belongs... Actually, no, not you. This will go to the Australians. Australia, you can take these two states. Yeah, that's you dealt with. Next up. Chile. I don't think we're really worth anybody over there. Armenia, congratulations. You can take this province. Russia can take the rest. And did North Ireland does still exist. Give this to the British. Germany's going to be interesting. Danubia's going to be interesting as well. Well, the Italians will give them the Italian claims, which I think is like all of this. Yeah, we'll give that to the Italians. Russia can occupy... Well, here's like the interesting thing is like, for the most part, I did most of the pushing when it comes to the war in... Yeah, give this to Serbia. I think the rest of the Danubia I'm going to give to myself. Hell yeah. Next up, Commune of France. You are going to get... Let's say this will be... I mean, here's the thing. Like, does it really matter? We'll give France this territory. Russia can have the rest of the German position over there. I think that seems fairly, I think that seems decent. Confirm and exit this. So now what's our position? Our position is, like, anti-Entente, obviously. Are you still at war with... You're still at war with everybody, huh? Ace Pilot promoted. Deal with Traditionalist Rebels. And if we can get our way over to prepare for the next war... Invade Armenia, invade Georgia, intervene in a war against Sultan of Egypt. We could maybe declare war on these guys. Red Army, we're going to immediately submit you back to Turkey proper. Because I don't know what we're going to worry about. The Canadians might do something that they'll regret. The rest of these divisions... For right now, let's assign you to the Italian front because I don't know really where else to put you. Okay, Ireland join the Internationale. Okay, fate of Austria. I'm not going to alliterate Danubia. I've seen people do that. I think it looks silly, so we're absolutely going to avoid doing that. How many troops does Italy have? Really not that many. I feel like we should be pretty okay. Eventually, we should get the rest for, okay, France could have won the Dutch. Okay, sure, why not? I mean, if you're going to do it eventually, you might as well do it now. Okay, Hungary, release you. Bohemia, release a Czech state. I don't even know where this is. We'll give that to the Italians. I don't even know what province that actually was. Poland has collapsed. And you know what? To be fair to Russia, I had no, I did nothing in that theater, so that's all you, buddy. Yeah, we'll go to war with the Dutch. I mean, it is what it is. And what I'm going to do, just to make my life a little bit easier, is, for one, you and you. Actually, are you still at war with, no. Both of them are going to join the Entente. Belgium was already... Wait, was Belgium already in the Entente? They were... Wait, they've been in the Entente the whole time? Okay. Next up is... What are you? You're in the Entente. I mean, if we bring the Italian Republic into the Russian front, what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark you. You're going to make peace with everybody in the Moscow Accord. And then I'm going to bring you into the Entente as well. And then just to make my life in the series not last forever, we're going to have you join the Internationale. There we go. So it's really just between me and the Entente. I don't think... Oh, I guess actually there's a lot of countries down here that are still hanging around, but they'll get cleaned up eventually. So I'm not too worried about that. But I think with the fall of the Reichspakt, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks to everybody for watching. My name is Ep.11. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. Not enjoy, throw a thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.